Humans might be the most dramatic species on Earth. We have had more wars than we have had centuries, and the most destructive were the ones where the entire planet picked sides and went to war. This happened not once but twice. And now, every few years, our lovely politicians make some dumb decisions and end up on the brink of a third one, like we forgot how horrifying the first two were. Just look at what happened during World War I. It started in 1914 because one guy got shot. That's true. Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was assassinated by a 19-year-old Serbian named Gavrilo Princip, and somehow that led to over 30 countries joining a war that killed 20 million people. The world was basically held together with alliances and egos. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia, Russia joined to defend Serbia, Germany backed Austria-Hungary, France joined to support Russia, and Britain came in when Germany marched through Belgium. It was trench warfare, mustard gas, rats the size of cats, and men dying over a few feet of mud. Soldiers lost their minds in the trenches. Some were literally buried alive. Others were sent back home with faces melted off by chemicals. It was the first war with machine guns, tanks, and flamethrowers. The surprising fact is that they also invented the steel helmet during World War I because people kept getting their skulls cracked open like soda cans. And when it was over in 1918, the Treaty of Versailles basically punished Germany so hard it set the stage for World War II. We all know who was responsible for that, Adolf Hitler. He rose to power in the 1930s, turned Germany into a war machine, and decided to casually invade Poland in 1939. Britain and France said nope, and just like that, World War II began. This one was even worse. 70 to 85 million people died. That's more than the population of the UK today. They were wiped out in 6 years. And this war had everything: Nazi Germany, fascist Italy, Imperial Japan, the Holocaust, atomic bombs, kamikaze pilots, secret resistance networks, code-breaking, starvation, genocide, and cities firebombed into ash. And then there was Stalin, who sent millions of his own people to gulags. Just pure madness on every continent except Antarctica. In case you need numbers to feel the scale, 6 million Jews were killed in the Holocaust, 3 million Soviet prisoners of war were starved to death, 200,000 people were vaporized in seconds in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, entire cities like Warsaw, Manila, and Dresden were turned into rubble. And somehow, after all this, we still kept stockpiling nuclear weapons. In short, we learned nothing. The war ended in 1945, but the Cold War started 5 minutes later. The US and the USSR didn't throw hands directly, but they turned every corner of the world into a chessboard of coups. We came this close to a third world war during the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. And that brings us to now. A few days ago, we were almost there again. Israel attacked Iran. Iran retaliated, and that ended up with everyone picking sides. We all had a little deja vu at that time. The US backed Israel, China and Russia backed Iran, Europe sat there nervously like the kid who doesn't want to get involved. For a moment, it looked like we were one missile away from World War III. It has cooled down for now, though, but don't worry. The next World War won't last 6 years. It will last 6 minutes. We don't even need armies anymore. We have nukes now. Dozens of countries have them, and once those go off, we are definitely going extinct. You know, World War I and II were not the only global nightmares. The term World War was used for the first time in the 20th century, but it does not mean we did not have any global conflicts before that. Take the 7 Years' War, for example. Started in 1756, involved every major European power plus colonies in North America, Africa, and Asia. It was basically the first real world war, even if they didn't call it that. France and Britain were fighting everywhere at once. Europe, the Caribbean, India, you name it. In fact, this war is what bankrupted France and helped start the French Revolution, so thanks for that. Then there was the 9 Years' War, because we were not creative with names back then. It lasted from 1688 to 1697 and had most of Europe fighting against Louis XIV of France. And once again, it dragged in colonial powers, causing fighting in North America and the Caribbean. And how could we forget the Napoleonic Wars? Those were basically Europe versus Napoleon for over a decade. From 1803 to 1815, Napoleon tried to turn half the continent into his personal empire. He invaded Russia and lost 500,000 soldiers in the snow. He escaped exile, came back for a sequel, and lost again at Waterloo. The guy had main character energy and zero chill. These wars didn't have nukes or tanks, but they wrecked entire regions, caused mass famine, collapsed empires, and redrew the world map more than once. Millions died in wars that were just as brutal, just slower, and with more horses. So when we talk about world wars, it is not just about the 20th century. Humanity has a long, proud history of turning petty rivalries into global disasters, and with modern technology and global alliances, we have made it easier than ever to end the world over small arguments. We are lucky the recent Israel-Iran standoff didn't turn into the next one. But don't relax too much. If there is one thing history loves, it's repeating itself. And next time, we might not get 6 years to survive it. Do you think another world war is coming? Share your opinion with me in the comments below. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe for more quick and casual explanations. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!